So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now this video is going to be a recap of EW's latest livestream in which Jaxie Beard went through and did a little bit of a showcase of all three of the handguns that are coming in the Assorted Sidearms pack. Now this was a really interesting livestream and we learned a lot of info about all three of these brand new weapons, and basically this is just going to be a load of interesting clips from that livestream. Now I will link the full live stream in the description and I do recommend that you go and check that out as well and show EW some love, as well as leave any comments or criticisms that you'd like them to see. But with all of that said, let's get on with the video.
Right off the hop. This bad boy right here, it's gonna get a whole lot of use. It's kind of cool. 243, I mean, we've got a short barrel on it, but wow. Let me give you a little bit of info here before we jump in here. This one that I'm holding right now is the Cuomo Champion. We have two varieties, two skins for this one, and it's pretty cool, man. You can, it's a 243. You can drop these bad boys just as you would with the 243, but now we've got it in a compact format. It's kind of cool, man. But yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Oh, it's the single shot. It gets you every time. Look at that. Look at the animation. Just toss that away. We don't need to hold on to it. We're ready to rock. It's got a neat sound, quite different from the 243, and I can't wait to hear, or rather to see, I suppose, to see what you all say when you get this out and you're actually field testing it. I mean, things we're not going to cover today. Is it louder or quieter than the 243? How does that affect your spook radius? Does this become something that is always on your hip? Right? I mean, there's things to consider because it does give you a little more versatility than carrying around that big rifle. Now this is cool. Come on. Come on now. Just hang on now. As you can see, a lot of love has gone into these animations. And it's one of the things in Call of the Wild, in my mind, that makes the game, is the gun game. And when you get new weapons in, well, they're certainly not pulling any punches. Watch this. It's the little things in life. We got to hang out a second for it to happen. Are you going to do it? You going to do it? There it is. I'm sorry, it's the little things in life. It really is. So there we go. And this one is the, let's take a look here. So this is the Ralston cavalry. That's right. So once again, two different variations with this one. Let's go ahead and I think it's on this one. Look at that animation. There we go. This is my favorite skin for this one. There we go. Anyhow, I really like this one. Out of all the different ones, this one's got kind of the coolest look in my opinion. And a lot of you are waiting to see this. 15 rounds. Yeah, we're going to save shooting this one for the rage. But we have also two varieties on this one. Again, it really comes down to a personal preference. I really like the Hunter being displayed on the side of this. I think it adds a really nice touch. It's got some nice sights on it. You see the little avalanche emblem on the back there. It's kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. You guys are all after. Let's go take a look. Okay, so we're going to start with the handguns and we'll get some info on these here. First off, just to give you a little bit of an idea on what you're looking at. Now, we're not going to do the direct comparison right now. That's up to you guys. But you can see the accuracy in the reload's pretty decent, and it has to be because it is a single shot. The recoil is very good. The hip shot, well, we don't do that very often, but you never know. The single shot, I wouldn't recommend doing the hip fire. Let's head down here to the Ralston. For those that know, this is my obvious favorite. So, does have a lot of recoil, but the accuracy is pretty good. And the hip shot is surprisingly good, which is something I think you would expect from this model of gun, considering a lot of it's shot from down there in the Old West. It's kind of an homage to that period in time, so it's kind of cool. The reload speed is extremely long, as you've noticed, so you really have to make sure that you take those 5 rounds into consideration, right? But pretty cool nonetheless. You can get another look here. So here we go. That's the Ralston Frontier. We've done the cavalry. Now down to the Glock. Yeah, look at the accuracy. Look at the reload speed. Look at the hip shot. This is the ultimate defense tool. And this being added now, as our designers would tell you, is that they wanted to offer that variety and to bring that more personal experience. As a lot of you are using some of these IRL and you have these on your hips. And for those of you that don't, well, we can immerse ourselves with that and imagine if we were hunting somewhere where we could do that. And that's kind of on my list. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's go down and take a look at the ammo now. There's people on the edge of their seat. I understand. I understand. So the 45 Colt flat nose hard cast bullet. As you can see now, as we know in this game, for the majority of scenarios, penetration is what we're after. The expansion has its uses on certain species, which I know a lot of you are all over. But nonetheless, we've got the flat nose and we've got the full metal jacket. This thing is a showstopper, as you can see with a 55 penetration rate. Oh, I know you want to get out there and give it a push. Gonna head on down here to the 10 mil. Once again, hard cast and the auto jacketed hollow point, the jacketed hollow point. All right, reading things. You can see the one we're going to go with here, most likely in most scenarios, is the hard cast. You've got that crazy penetration. And then, of course, as you would expect on the hollow point, it's flipped. The expansion is more in the penetration. But, you know, looking at the effective ranges, we know you can go a little beyond that, but it's like diminishing returns. The further out you go, you know, the less these numbers are going to be impactful. So do keep that in mind when you get your hands on these. Here we go. Is looking at, oh, that's a nice lineup, isn't it? That wasn't intended, but that just looks great. That shows them all right there. Pretty dang cool, man. What scopes can you put on the 10 mil? I do not believe at this point there's any scopes that'll go on the 10 mil. I haven't tried the red dot. Maybe we'll come back and look at that in a bit. The only one I put a scope on was the 243. You can fit all the, like, I've got the Hyperion on it right now. But I haven't tested that yet. And the weights, I'm not giving you everything, but there's a quick little just tab and you can see the capacity. They're all at what you would expect. So email and see how we do. I'm interested. I'm very interested. So now I don't really have much into my handgun traits and such, but you know, we'll see how she goes. It looks good. It sure looks good. We can 0 from all the way up to 75, from 25 all the way up. And just a reminder, if you're wanting to try these out, I know most of you know this, but for some of our newer players in the game, when you come to the range, you'll see your little infinity sign pop up here as long as you have ammo loaded. You don't use any of your own ammo, so you can put the weapons to the test. It's a nice little feature. Do we get hold? Okay. So what you've come to expect with the scopes here in this game, and you know, it's going to squeeze off pretty good and pretty accurate. Whoa, didn't mean to push that while I was pulling that off. Let's give it a try with the irons now. Pretty accurate. Yep, grouping's good. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we're out at 100, so we'll 0 it in for 100. Let's see how we do. Now we're going to use, we'll start with the scope. It's looking pretty good. Oh, I should have probably reset this first. Beautiful. I'm a little off. There we go. It's got a bit of recoil, as you can see. Now let's try this, the irons all the way out here. Not bad. Grouping is bang on. Not too shabby, Abby. All right, out to 200. Let's go. Okay, we're all the way out at 200. We're 0'd for 200. I am standing up, so they're, you know, full wobble as you would expect. Not bad, not bad. I'm a little off. Just a touch. All right, let's try. Puppers, I swear. Let's try it from down here without the wobble. Not too shabby. All right. So look at this one. This is like there we go, in the sun. Right? I want to compare the two before we move on and get into the cavalries here and then get into the Glocks. Let's see here. They both have that real nice design. Is it the same? It is the same. Okay, so that could be like sort of a trademark. We have 50 or 25, 50, and 75 as our zeroing. So, you know, we can't go all the way down to 25. We'll start with 50. We'll skip the 25. Right? Let's go to 50. And if you, we're going to start at a full stand. All right. Nothing but iron sights, baby. There, let's change this. There we go. Let's see how we do. I'm a little low. Now, I feel like we can fire a little quicker here than if I stepped out here. Let's just see. I feel like that was a little quicker. Maybe not. Maybe not. Can the 10mm be used with the reflex sights? Well, Sean, we're not giving you everything right now. I actually haven't tried it, to be honest. And I you know, if we've got time when we get through this, maybe we'll go out and search some things to shoot. But the field test, it's kind of important. Let's just see what we do here. Okay. Okay. Little squeeze. Digging it. I'm digging it. My grouping's a little off, but that's more my error than anything else. Now this one packs a little more punch, and having the 5 shots, I can see this one being a good sidearm to protect yourself in the instance where you run into some rabid wolves. Can't wait to head on Yukon. Oh, wow. We actually, with a little bit of lift, not much. No, we didn't even connect. So if I got to go up here, there it is. Oh, yeah. So as you would expect, right? You want to even hit that board, you got to get your lift on. But again, you know, this is your short range pack of wolves coming at you. You decimate them with this. And that a lot of you are waiting for. I just love those animations. Let's take a look. Here it is. One more time. Let's admire it before we shoot it. You can see the care that has gone into these. Right? This one's just your black. It's very, I mean, it's nice looking. It's nice. But then you have the, oops, I'm hitting the wrong one. Is it 6 or what number did I have it on? I had it on 8. This one's my favorite. I do quite like the gold and the flat tone they have on there. It's like that Desert Storm edition. You know what I mean? Very nice. And with the Avalanche Studios emblem on the back there, it's just such a nice touch. I think it looks really good. I think it looks good. All right, so let's go blast some off and see how we do. We're going to start by just shooting and polluting this up here and see how she looks. So right around there. Oh, a little high. Okay. All right, I got to learn this dot here. Interesting. Okay. Not bad. Oh, the recoil's wild. Here, can we even hit any with the recoil? Let's see. Just solid squeezing. Trying. So we got a few, right? But you're not going to be blasted if they're that far off. Let's try this now. Come on. That's not bad. Look, you can see the impact. That's not terrible for that kind of range. It's frustrating. You want to see the reload animation, Grey Goose? Here, the best way to do that is going to be out here. Reloads quick. Reloads quick. Not too shabby. A few more in. We're going to go out to our max range now And then I think we'll head out. We got to set it to 100. Then I think we'll head out. Let's see. Well, we'll see where we're going to go. Wow. Very deceiving. Gotta find that sweet spot. Oh, that is so freaking cool. No, it does not appear to. Does not appear to. I'm sorry, that's pretty cool. 15 freaking rounds. Man alive. Wow. Oh, it does. It does. Look at the end. It does stay open. That's awesome. That's awesome. I couldn't tell like this. That's wicked. Look at that. Look at that, my friends. You see that? Oh, that is cool. That's a nice little touch. That's a nice little touch. I tip my hat to our designers on that. We'll see if anything fits on there. And do we have... I know that the handgun scope does not fit. That one I did try to do, and it did not. So let's see. So the Red Raptor will fit onto the 243. All right, so that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, you'll be able to get the irons, but none of these sights are going to work on the 45 or 10.
Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, there was a lot of really interesting info in this stream, but probably the most interesting thing to me was that the 10mm is only classes 2 to 6. I was expecting it to have a higher class range, and Jaxie Beard mentioned a couple of times that, you know, things like the 45 and the 10mm would be okay for shooting bears, but neither of those weapons will be ethical for shooting bears at all, and I'm kind of disappointed by that. I was really hoping to see the 10mm go to maybe class 8 because, you know, of what it can do in real life, so I'm a little bit disappointed by that. I think the 243 is where this pack is really going to stand out. I think that 243 is going to be a really useful weapon just based off of how it performed there. It may end up replacing the normal 243 in my loadout just because of the weight factor, and also I just like that it's a little bit different and it's a really beautiful gun. I do have to say well done to the artists for like the actual overall look of these guns. I think they look beautiful, though I have heard some criticism, especially about certain aspects of the 10mm maybe not being entirely accurate, but I'm no expert on that myself, so I can't make much of a comment. And I really like the animations that go along with the brand new 45. I think the 45 Ralston has some incredible animations, and the reload animation especially I really like, but also the hand flick that comes with it. I think that just looks really cool, and I think that's a nice little bit of added sort of care and attention with the animations, and I really like that. So overall, it was an interesting stream, I think, and I'm really going to be interested to hear what you all think of these weapons. What do you think of how they sound, how they look, how they performed on stream? It's definitely going to be really interesting to actually take these out and go for actual hunts with them, because they can always perform well on the range, but how much penetration and stuff they're actually going to get on animals is going to be something I think that we need to see for ourselves as players, especially with the 243. I hope it's as good as the normal 243 that we have at the moment. I'm really hoping this one will perform as well as that. But that is going to be pretty much it for this video. Like I said, just a recap of today's live stream, and hopefully that'll be useful for anyone who needs to catch up with the stream or wants to catch up with the stream. And yeah, just thank you all so much for watching and for all your support as always. I can't wait to read your comments and see what you all think of these brand new weapons, which ones you're most looking forward to, if you're disappointed by anything, if you're really excited by anything. I'm really curious. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.